So I want to know what you guys think about the trade war that we're in with China. Now, I know we wanted sweeping reciprocal tariffs from every country, but the spotlight is really on China for various reasons. So I think they wanted to retaliate against us and put us at an 84% tariff, and then we respond back with like 125%. Pretty interesting fight. We don't know, when it's going to end. They definitely have to come sit at the table. But I want to give you some more context as to what's going on from a historic standpoint. So prior to 1970, China was kind of closed off to the world, especially towards business. It wasn't until like the mid 70s and the late 70s they started easing up, right? So you got a communist country, down bad, very poor, and so they had to figure out, okay, in some parts, let's ease it up a little bit so that yeah, we could feed our people, we could raise the standards, etc. Now, they didn't have a national kind of minimum wage. In different regions, they paid different things. So let me just give you an idea of what they paid people back then. It was like, if you think of certain parts, like 5, 10, 15 USD, US dollars a month that they were paying. So with that, with those scraps, some people might say, how would people even live back then in the 70s? I know things were cheap, but how are people living on $10 a month? They were getting subsidized in terms of their living, their health care, etc. They were getting subsidized, and the $10 was like just a part of the package. Now over here, minimum wage was probably like $3 to $4 an hour. So you got that amount. You got a business owner saying, "Wow, we can." China has opened up their markets now. They got 1 billion people ready to work. Man, let me save some money by shipping the jobs off to China, because I don't have to worry about retirement. There's a lot of people ready to work. I mean, like, this might be beneficial. It will raise the the money for shareholders, like, they'll make money, etc. Let's ship it off over there. And so, the ripple effect, one after the other, it happens to the point, to the tune where I heard a number where there's like 90,000 closed factories in America. In other words, we don't produce anything anymore for a long time. This is not new. uh, 30 years ago, they've been dealing with these things shipping, going to different countries, right? In the name of getting the products made for cheap so that the consumer can purchase for cheap, and also that it benefits the business owner, right? Because everyone is in business to make money as much as possible for your shareholders. So that's the situation. That's the context that we were in. So back then, China, like I said, they were very poor. And in just a short period of time, they became the number 2 economy behind us. So essentially, we put them in the position that they're in, right? We've always been we're major consumers, major buying power. So we've foregone all of those jobs and everything like that, the middle class, and shipped everything over there. And so now they're strong because of what we aided them. I'm sure we're not the only ones, but we're the majority of the reason that happened. But in other countries, they did the same. They followed suit. They shipped jobs over there. In addition, they had to, like, if you wanted to do business in China, you had to partner with a company over there, right? So if you're Nike, you got to partner with a company, and this way they can steal IP and they can create knockoffs, etc. And it kind of really messed us up even till today. So let me know what you guys think about this. Peace.